Hey, what's up guys, it's Darius, and I was curious how much the refresh rate affects the battery life. So that's why I chose 4 games and ran them back to back, once at 60Hz, at 90, at 120, and once at 144Hz. By the way, this is the new Blackshark S4. It's a more affordable gaming-oriented device. It has a Snapdragon 870 processor with 6 but up to 12 GB of RAM, a 1080p Super AMOLED 144Hz refresh rate panel with a crazy 720Hz touch sampling rate. There's even insanely fast 120 watts fast charging, all of that starting at around $400. What I wanted to check out in this video though is the crazy high refresh rate. I chose games from 3 different categories, the first one being games that actually also run at 144 FPS. Most games don't support that yet, but here Alto's Adventure and later Subway Surfers do. These are fairly basic games, so the device has no issue running them at a smooth 144 FPS. You obviously can't see the high refresh rate as this is a 30 FPS video. The higher the refresh rate, the smoother the gameplay, which then in turn obviously means that you have a competitive advantage in gaming. Now after half an hour of playing Alto's Adventure, the results are quite interesting. 120Hz and 90Hz are at 97%. Now the 144Hz has the least at 95%, which is to be expected, but a little weird was that the 60Hz also only had 96% remaining. Now let's move on to Subway Surfers. This is again an app that runs at 144 FPS smoothly without any issues. By the way, if you're enjoying this video so far, a like would be much appreciated. Now we're 1 hour into the test. The 60Hz and the 90Hz both have 91% remaining. In Alto's Adventure, the 90Hz did a little better, but in Subway Surfer the 60Hz did slightly better, so now they're tied at 91%. The 120Hz has 89% remaining, and the 144 87%. Now here you can already see a pattern, but let's keep going with PUBG. Again, remember all the settings are the same. Now this is a game that does not run at 144 FPS, it only goes up to 90 FPS, so that would definitely give you a competitive advantage, but keep in mind that it only runs at 90 FPS, so there's not really any difference beyond 90 Hz. Now in terms of battery life, after playing it again for half an hour, 60Hz is at 83%, 90Hz is at 81%, 120Hz is at 77%, and 144Hz is at 75%. It was quite interesting because in this round, the 144Hz and the 120Hz did equally as well, losing 12%, 90Hz lost 10%, and the one on 60Hz lost 8%. Now for the last game, I chose Asphalt 9, a different kind of game, a racing game, and it is capped to 60Hz, so that would be again interesting to see if there is a difference in terms of battery life when it comes to refresh rates. You won't gain any advantage if you have a high refresh rate screen, because the game is capped at 60 FPS. I played Asphalt 9 for another half an hour, so now we've been gaming for a whole 2 hours, and the results are very interesting. 73% on the 60Hz, which lost 10%, 70% on the 90Hz, which lost 11%, 67% on the 120Hz, which lost 10%, which is interesting because it did a little better than the 90Hz one, and the 144Hz lost 11%, now down to 64%. It's quite nice. You have even distances between the refresh rates, always in 3% intervals. What do you guys think of these results? Definitely let me know in the comments down below. Obviously, if you'd continue playing, you'd see the same pattern in terms of battery life. Now, I personally thought the difference in battery life was definitely to be expected. If you have a higher refresh rate screen, it would obviously drain more battery. But to my surprise, the game itself and the FPS it's running at does not seem to make a difference in terms of battery life. So in the end, the choice is yours. What refresh rate we go with? I will always stick to the highest possible unless I really have to conserve battery life, because in the end, that's one of the things I'm paying for, the high refresh rate display. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to smash the like button and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to not miss any of my upcoming videos. See you in the next one.